Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and today I am doing a double Black Series review of Ezra Bridger and C-110P, aka Chopper. Now the reason I'm doing these two today is because my cousin's favorite show is Star Wars Rebels. Well, his favorite Star Wars show. I don't know if it's his favorite show. And so when I told him that I was doing the Rebels members, I told him I'd let him pick one of the videos, and so he chose a double review of Chopper and Ezra. That's actually a lie. His original choice was of Sabine and Zeb, but I'd already done Sabine, so then I made him pick again. And he came up with Ezra and Chopper. Now, we're going to start the video with the main character of Rebels, Ezra. It's funny, it took me so long to get to him. Okay. So, this is Ezra based off of his Season 1 appearance, and I know that because he doesn't have the scars yet from the Grand Inquisitor on the figure. Now, they did an amazing job with him. This looks just like Ezra. We're going to go over the figure first, and then we'll go over his accessories. Like, for example, this looks just like Ezra, and how can you tell? Well, I got a picture of him right here. Anyway, but yeah, this looks exactly like Ezra. They did a great job. The blue hair looks blue, like how they have his gloves are green, but he doesn't have fingers on the gloves. How it's orange, and then there are tears on his jacket. There's that little bits of detail. How his collar is kind of torn on the one spot. Like, so much great stuff. And then how this actually is like kind of a jacket, so you could remove it. However, I wouldn't advise that because, well, parts of the arms are still meant to be like there is a jacket. They gave Ezra a comlink, which is something that almost every member got except Hera and Chopper. I don't know why they didn't get them, but oh well. On the back, you have that thing that's on his jacket that they never actually talk about what it is. You have his leg armor thing that he has and his one knee pad. And yeah, they did just such a great job of making this figure look like Ezra. And here's even a little detail they gave him. His little slingshot thing that's kind of useless throughout the entirety of the show, because it never does anything, really. Okay, it does some things, but it's pretty much useless for a weapon. But yeah, they even gave that as a little detail. You can't pull it out and make it like an actual weapon, but it is there as a detail, and that's really cool. Now, let's get to his first accessory. His lightsaber. His first lightsaber. Now, like the average lightsaber, it does have the ability for you to remove it. Except with Ezra, I think this is more of a case where you'd want it removed, and how his lightsaber is both a blaster and a lightsaber, but it can only be one at a time. So with this one, I feel like you should actually remove it when you don't want it to be in lightsaber mode. Now, like other Jedi figures, they do come with a way so that you can put it on his belt. And just like in the show, actually, it hooks on to him. And it can go either way. Okay. And it can go either way, too. The comlink is not removable, and then there's this other little pouch on him that they gave him. But yeah, I think they did an amazing job with his lightsaber. It looks exactly like how it does in Rebels, how there's bits of blue, bits of gray. And it even has a little spot for like a trigger. Just gonna put the lightsaber back on. Oh, and by the way, while I have the blade out, they actually made it slightly smaller than the average lightsaber, because how Ezra's is definitely smaller, because, well, he's still a kid at the time of when he has it, so his is smaller than Kanan's. Like, they actually made that into a feature. This is not the average lightsaber size. Just another cool little detail there. Now, another thing that they gave the figure that I'm both happy and a bit sad about. They gave him one of the Imperial Cadet helmets. Now, I actually like this because he's almost always wearing one of those in Rebels. However, they even did that, it's the red markings, like that one episode where he infiltrates the Imperial Academy. However, I would have preferred one of the helmets that Sabine paints because, look, she's such a great artist, and who doesn't want one of her helmets? Seriously. The helmet fits on perfectly and is not loose, so it won't just fall off on the figure. And yeah, they did a really, really good job with Ezra is what I'm trying to say here. They have so much great detail. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. We're going to go to the box. We'll probably come back to the figure later, though. And on the box, they have a great image of Ezra, and it even has a Purgil up top on the image up there. He has his lightsaber. He doesn't have the scar from the Grand Inquisitor, which means that this figure will only actually last you a total of like maybe 5 or 6 episodes, or no, wait. Yeah, 5 episodes, because there's only 5 episodes of him having a lightsaber, but not having that scar. So for those 5 episodes, they did an amazing job. I think they should have just given him the scar. Who cares? I mean, I know they're all based off their Season 1 appearance, but what difference does it make if they just threw in the little scars there? The same images on the back, and then Ezra is number 3 from the Rebels wave. Could have been number 6, like, oh, that he's Spectre 6, but oh well, I've already talked about this in my Sabine video, and basically every other video, because it still angers me. Wrong box. Now, I think that's about it for Ezra for this video. We'll probably come back to him, though, at some point. But now, saving the best Rebel for last, I have... Oh, wait. Chopper! Okay, thank you for all your applause, Chopper fans. Okay, I'm going to hold him up because then you can actually see him. So, they did an amazing job with Chopper, okay? This looks just like him. He has features in that his arms come out of his head and they can come back in, like in the show. They're movable, like so, here. This is something I'm going to warn you now. Do not twist the hands. The hands do not turn, okay? You're going to break off the hands, and then you got to glue it back on. Don't ask how I know. Okay, I twisted the hands, and I broke one off, and then I had to glue it back on. Okay. The satellite antenna, like his little antenna, that is also not movable. That's just there. However, his arms are, his legs are movable. And they even made it that when he rolls, he makes a noise, like Chopper does. It sounds similar to the one of that Chopper would make in the show. His head can rotate 360, which I think is a really cool feature. They gave him one arm he uses to plug into whatever they plug into. But yeah, they gave him the one arm he uses to plug into, and is also his taser. It doesn't come with anything electrical, but still, that's cool. And then they gave him his third wheel, too. So you can even go like this. The third wheel, however, is removable, so if you want it to be that Chopper is flying, you can. And yeah, they just did such a great job on Chopper. Like, look at this. There's dirt marks to show that he's been in battle and is all beat up. They gave him the 2 eyes, well, the 2 blue eyes and then the 1 black eye. They gave him all that great detail, how he has those little yellow spots on him, like the yellow markings, the green. And then they even made it how his one arm is actually green when, because his arms don't, I keep calling them arms, his leg. His one leg is green when it shouldn't be. Hang on. His one leg is green like it is in the show, which is very accurate, so I'm glad they did that. I don't know why I was having such trouble saying that. On the back, they even got that detailing right. The legs got good detailing, particularly this one. Also, speaking of legs, I think we should get to Chopper's accessories. He came with the leg from the episode of when he steals that leg and goes on an adventure. Yeah, in Season 2 of Rebels, every character got at least 1 episode dedicated to them, even Chopper. And it's about him stealing a leg, and it's amazing. Now, not only that, Chopper can hold the leg with one of his arms. But yeah, I think they did just such an amazing job of detailing Chopper and giving him features. Now, this is something I personally don't use on my Black Series figures, but if you do, good for you. They gave him a little flame like he's lifting off from the ground to make it look like if he were flying in the air, like he had to take off. I'm never going to use it. I just keep it in the box, and I got it out for this video. But hey, that's still a cool feature for Chopper. I had to do it at least once in the video. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all the features for Chopper. Oh, no, wait, there is one more. You can actually remove the legs. So if you wanted to, you could swap it out and make an alternate reality where he didn't care about AP5 and did just keep the leg. But I don't do that. I like keeping the leg on that it's supposed to be from the show. And yeah, I think that's all the features they gave Chopper. Oh wait, like the feet do adjust too. His feet are movable. That's something. And yeah, I think that is all of the features they gave Chopper. I'm gonna put his wheel back in. So yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job of Chopper and Ezra. I mean, I would have done this off of the Ezra when he has the Inquisitor scars, because then it can be both Season 1 and Season 2, but oh well. Yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job on both of these figures. They're both a 10 out of 10. I'm pretty sure I gave every Rebels character a 10 out of 10, but they all honestly deserve it. They all got such great detailing on their figures, and yeah, they did such a great job with them all. Now, the reason I am a day late with the Ezra figure is because I couldn't do it yesterday. So instead, well, I'm doing it the day after the Ahsoka finale. And man, what a finale it was. There will be no spoilers for it though. Oh wait, I forgot to go over Chopper's box. They gave him an amazing image on the box there. Him flying. What is that up there? Is that more Purrgil? Yeah, that's more Purrgil they gave him. They have the same image on the back, except it's just of the Another one! Seriously, they are so disrespectful with these price tag stickers. Alright, Chopper is number 2 of the Rebels wave. And, yeah, he could have been number 3, like Spectre 3. I don't get how they made it that even though somehow none of them, not even coincidentally, have their Spectre number. It's like they wanted to not do that, so they purposefully avoided it. Anyway, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn, signing off, and if you want to hear my opinions on Ahsoka, I'm going to be doing a channel collab with my friend Movie Fan soon. These are both 10 out of 10 figures, and I look forward to our next encounter in my next video. To quote Ezra, bye guys.